All right, so in this example, we're going to look at, just finding sine, cosine, and tangent of an angle given some right triangle here. So we're asked to find the trig functions for the angle A, but we're not given all the side lengths of this triangle. We will figure out what x is eventually and actually do it that way. But I want to show you that you can actually get a little bit of this information. You can actually solve for tangent just by the way it is, like without actually figuring out what x is. It's kind of nice. So if I were to do the sine of A, this one's not too bad. It would just be opposite over hypotenuse. So that's going to be x over 10. Okay. Don't know what x is yet, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. Cosine of A is going to be the adjacent side to this angle. Okay, so that's going to be 2x over 10. And if you simplify that by 2, you're going to get x over 5. And then this one, tangent of A, this one's kind of nice because you don't have to do any work to actually find out the answer. It's going to be opposite over adjacent. Okay, and because both of these are in terms of x, the x's are just going to cancel out with each other. So you're going to be left with 1/2. So I know immediately that my tangent is going to be 1/2. Okay. To figure out what x is, of course, we're going to have to use the Pythagorean theorem. Let's go ahead and write us an equation with that. It's going to be, the leg squared plus the other leg squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. X squared plus 2x, the whole quantity squared, is going to be 4x squared. That's 2x times 2x. You can go ahead and combine these, get you some 5x squared equals 100. We'll divide by 5. So 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20. And now we can take the square root of both sides. So x is going to equal the square root of 20. All right, so you could go up here and replace all these x's with the square root of 20, and that would be your answer. If you wanted to make it a decimal, you could. What I'm going to do is I'll simplify this root 20. Root 20, that's the same as root 5 times root 4. Oh. Okay, and then the root 4 is going to turn into a 2. So x is equal to 2 square root 5. So if I go back up here and re-answer these, sine of A, that's going to be 2 root 5 over 10. And you can simplify by 2, so you're left with root 5 over 5. All right, that's sine of A. Cosine of A is going to be 2 root 5 over 5, and that one won't simplify. You're just done. And then, of course, tangent. We didn't have to mess with that one. Okay. If you wanted to, actually, that's good. I was going to say something about to find tangent, you could do sine over cosine. If you stack those two fractions on top of each other, it should come out to equal 1/2. This is good.